You're watching Fox 13 News at 9 with Bob Evans and Hope Woodside.
There is a medical breakthrough tonight that doctors say future mothers need to know about.
Starting next week, there's a new test doctors can do. It's going to show women if their baby may be at risk for genetic disease. As Fox 13's Sue Thompson reports, a Utah scientist is leading the way to help give women this critical information.
Scientist Frank Spangler is breaking new ground, tracking a potentially deadly...
Shriners Hospital to get a live update from Lane Lyon, and we'll have the latest on the situation in Emigration Canyon.
Now, if you thought summer was here, you're going to be wrong. Big changes are ahead. Jody will have that.
And a family affair final at the French Open. Sports is next.
I think is something that has changed dramatically from police of even 20 years ago. Were you feeling not so good today? Yeah, so tomorrow you can go to school, okay? Because it's really important for you to go to school, okay? All right? Okay, big guy, you take care of yourself. Could it change quicker? Sure. But the fact that it is changing is the important piece.
The hardest thing is just ignoring the people who want to take you down. Just, brush them aside.
In the Philippines, in Bacolor Township, the disastrous Lahars have not let up. Since 1991, San Guillermo has rung its bells in warning and sorrow as 18 more villages have vanished beneath the Lahars.
Mondesi of the Blue Jays goes deep to center. Not over the fence, but it does play with it long enough to score Ken Huckabee, Shannon Stewart, and the Jays go on to take the win 5-4. And the first place Salt Lake Stingers open a 12-game road trip tonight at Omaha, and they do so in style. 5-2 is your score. Yes, our own little cheering section. Hey, so you're wondering what to do with your $55 spending money this weekend, huh? How about plunking it down for a pay-per-view shot of the Mike Tyson-Lennox Lewis heavyweight title fight? They weighed in today, and turns out there's plenty of iron in Iron Mike at 234.5. Hey, that's the second heaviest he's ever weighed. Lewis checked in 249.5. They weighed in separately for fear that they'd start the fight 2 days early. You'll recall during the press conference, Tyson tried to bite Lewis's leg.
Yeah, well,
they got to feed him more, you know, hungry for the win. I can see him in the corner. Instead of yelling out chuck and jive, they're yelling out, fetch or duck or...
Something like that.
You down, boy. Yeah. How about that? It'll be a good night. Saturday night.
That's going to be a good one.
Well, we're not going to get any rain tomorrow,
no, we're not going to get any rain, and good thing that things are cooperating this evening for as the search continues for Elizabeth Smart. Tomorrow's looking good, and then we're going to see some changes as we head to the weekend. Now, southern Utah just going to cool down dramatically. It will be very windy, but northern Utah getting the rain again on the weekend. Now, tomorrow will be breezy. It'll be hot. And then on Saturday, we'll see the thunderstorms move in about midday, continue on and off through the afternoon. Very cool on Sunday. I'm being optimistic, Hope and Bob, on these temperatures for Sunday and Monday. This is a cold storm, and I would not be surprised that we don't see snow flying in some of those higher elevations where folks are camping, like Spruce's Campground in those areas.
Is that unusual?
Yeah. Hello? Have you looked at the calendar?
The middle of June almost.
Every time I think it's too hot or cold, you say that's the way it is. So
well,
that's
Utah.
I'd ask.
Never know.
Well, let's go back out to Lane Lyon now, who is at the Shriners Hospital, the command post for the search for 14-year-old Elizabeth Smart.
Lane, anything new?
Well, Hope, police have been pretty upfront today, saying that they do not have a lot of new information to report to us today. They say despite thousands of leads, they are making little headway in this case. They are poring over forensic evidence that was pulled out of the Smart family home, hoping that might lead them to some sort of clue. Earlier today, police also said that they're looking over some surveillance video. The Smart family home does not have cameras on it, we understand, but a nearby home does. They are analyzing those tapes for hopes of some information as well. More than 1,300 volunteer searchers turned out today looking for Elizabeth Smart or any information that might lead them to her. All of them took notes in the field, looking for anything out of the ordinary, and then brought them back here to Shriners Hospital to talk with investigators here. Now, Doug Owens is a Smart family relative. He joins us now to tell us what's on tap for tomorrow, because we understand a similar operation will be happening first thing in the morning.
Yes, it will be. Starting at 8 o'clock and running through the close of daylight, we'll be using all the volunteers who show up, sending them out in the field on searches and door-to-door canvassing.
You know, we had a lot of response here today, but you can't take everyone. Let's talk about some of the rules involved with this particular search.
Right. You need to be 18. You need to bring ID. We can't have people with little babies or dogs even sometimes cause problems. So bring yourselves out. We deeply appreciate the outpouring of support and hope for the same tomorrow.
Quickly tell us how the family is holding up. You have contact with them. I imagine this search process just keeps that hope alive.
Right, it is. We're trying to keep busy, and some of us are trying not to think about things sometimes. Family's holding together well, and it's a close, large family, and we really appreciate the public support that was shown today.
Very good. Doug Owens, thank you for talking with us tonight. To recap, 8 a.m. volunteers are needed back up here once again. You must be 18. Bring a valid driver's license or ID so that you can join the search if you want to. An overwhelming amount of response today, and Bob and Hope, a lot of the people up here say they just have to help. They don't care what they do. They just want to be a part of this.
All right, Lane, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now, we just want to, of course, update you on the situation in Immigration Canyon.
In Immigration Canyon, currently, sheriff's deputies are looking for a man that may be a suspect, also may be related to the Elizabeth Smart investigation. Still, at this point, we don't know.
Sheriff's deputies are using a helicopter with an infrared device to be able to try to find that man who searchers say was crawling around in the brush up there at the top of Immigration Canyon. Of course, we will bring you the very latest on that story on Good Day Utah tomorrow morning starting at 5:25.
Thanks, everybody, for being a part of Fox 13 News. We are Utah's only primetime newscast.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Fox 13 News at 9, Utah's only primetime newscast. Join Mark Wright, Megan Henderson, Damon Yorney, and Allie McKay tomorrow morning for Good Day Utah. If you see news happening, call us at 536-1313.
The Sum of All Fears is the #1 movie.
Services from Microsoft. Now you can get what you want just about anywhere you go. Make travel plans.
Good.
Check the weather.
Good.
Because with everything from MSN Messenger to MSN Hotmail, you can get just about anything you need to keep you going.
Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
If you're getting married, we'll rent you a tuxedo package for as little as $50, which is pretty good, considering her dress probably cost as much as your car.
Rent 4 tuxedos, and the groom's is free.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee.
At 11:30 on Fox 13.